Previously, on High Anxiety, Low Initiative.
Said he had a meeting he had to go to with the governor of Kalaman and the guild leaders, Lord Baccharis. He points a finger at you all. They were in on the invasion.
Make fire pop up in my hand and say, "This man is a craven."
And he just falls over dead.
We got him!
Hey, who's in next?
Arby is making eye contact with the governor, and he puts his hands on his hips and just gives a very smug smile and just starts nodding.
It's hard being a single dad.
We have no idea what's going on, no idea how to stop it. Will you all help?
Okay, we're
Let's
in.
do it, guys. Come on.
Are you related to Roland? He's here.
I would like to introduce you to Hardy's squire, Bo.
Are you Alfonso?
Maybe.
To read the 2 letters he was sent. Tarkesis has returned and they fight in her name? Surely the gods have not came back.
Well,
You don't just write that in a letter. Hey, stop this evil wave going across the country.
What brings you into my store?
I need to get some magical ink for spell copying.
And I need poison.
Bucky's gonna look for some soup.
Get your soup here, soup!
I think this looks like a good choice.
You were poisoned and sick to your stomach for the next 2 hours.
My stomach hurts.
Eugenia, we bring you back to the castle and let's see what happened next time.
Having explored Kalaman, our party finds themselves on the eaves of war. Arby, you are taken by Roland to his private chambers, and Bo is made to wait outside. Roland looks at you and says, "What business did you want to discuss, nephew?"
well, here's the thing. I believe Denny intended to promote Bo to knighthood, and during my time at Thornwall Keep, I don't necessarily believe that he's ready. And I would also like to say that that's not Bo's fault. The entire time I was there, no one ever trained with him aside from me. He has potential. I don't know if it's what he truly wants, but Denny did say that Bo could have his armor should he wish.
So that is what's in the box. Do you have any type of proof, letter or a sigil, something to go with it?
I have his helmet, and I have his pen, and my word to you as a Chadwick who's telling you that boy needs more training, but he's got a good heart.
He says, "Well, if
I
can't
do
disagree."
have a letter.
Is it to me, or to you, or to the lad, or...
Oh, God, it all happened so quick. I don't even remember, Roland. Here. And I just give him the letter.
It does say to a knight of the order on it. He opens it, breaking the seal, reads it, and then takes him a moment, because he pauses a few times. And he says, "I trust your instincts and your eyes that he may not be ready for this. But Denny does say that he believes." Whether he believed or not, he did say that Bo has reached the point where knighthood should be granted to him. And as tradition dictates, neither you as his mentor or I as a knight of the order have the ability to go against the knight who is training him in his service. I have no choice but to grant him his knighthood. That being said, what I can do is assign him to myself to serve under me as a fully fledged knight. Have him swear, as he's already volunteered to do, to the city of Kalaman. and continue his training and keep him close to me and close to you in this process. Is that acceptable? Well, you really don't have a choice, but does that answer some of your worries?
Yes, Uncle.
Look, this is complicated. All of this is complicated. Our relationship,
No.
your relationship to us is complicated. You understand.
When we left Vogler, I gave him the box and told him not to open it, and should I, Denny, and Hardy all fall in combat, I told him to find you because you would know what to do. This is fine. I trust you, Uncle.
He says, I too remember when a young squire was almost a knight. And looking at you now, I think that you were better for not being one.
They wanted a 70-page paper about how to ride a fucking horse. I grew up on a horse farm. I know how to ride a horse.
Look, yes, I get it. And you are so much like your father.
Oh, don't say that. That's not a compliment at all.
The difference is that you actually followed through with what you thought was right.
I try. When I'm with this group, I try and make sure they do it too. And
you with a moral compass? Your father would be shocked. Your sisters faint at the idea.
What would Sonique say? All those years teaching her how to steal? God.
You did what?
Yep, nothing.
Bring Bo in here.
Of course, Uncle. Right away. Oh, Bo. Are you still awake?
Mostly.
Are you still alive?
More or less.
We had to fix that once.
Bo stands and kind of follows you into the room. And Roland looks at him and says, "Kneel, Squire Bo." Then with his bare hands, he rips the wooden box open, bending the nails doing so. And inside of it is a fully polished set of Solamnic armor, bearing the sigil as such. He says, "Sir Bo, rise and take your armor, as Denny has promoted you to knighthood. You will swear fealty to me as your commanding officer and to this city, and you will bring great honor to all those who have gone before you." Bo is kind of awestruck at this, kind of shakily comes to his knees and then stands and says, "Of course, Sir Roland." He dons the armor. All that's missing from it is a helm and the badge, which you have in your possession, Arby.
Yeah. As he's putting on the armor, Arby would be taking the helmet off the strap that's keeping his own armor together, which is where he's had it, because he knew it wouldn't fall off there. The badge he's actually pinned to the inside of his own cape. And he very easily gives up the helmet, and he pauses and kind of polishes his thumb over the badge, and he said, "Yes. Denny was proud of you. Hardy was proud of you for all of their failings. It seems that we are all that's left of Sir Sanders' legacy. And I wouldn't have it any other way. But listen to Roland. Just because you're a knight now does not mean you stop learning." And he hands it to Bo.
With tears running down his dirty face, having not had time to clean up from the invasion of Vogler, Sir Beau of No House stands before you. He grasps your arm, Roland's arm, and says to both of you, "Thank you for getting me here. Thank you for accepting me as a knight." Roland then says, "Well, enough waterworks, enough sappy moments. You got one night left as a free man. Go enjoy it. Tomorrow is when the work actually starts." And he sends Beau out of the room. Roland looks at you and says, "He will be better. Better than you or I or Denny or Hardy, any of us. If he makes it. And it's our job to make sure that he does."
I couldn't agree more. You've taught me more about being a knight than any of the actual knights who taught me anything at all. I just, growing up, helping you in the poorhouse, and I know it was already discussed, but if it weren't so, I was actually going to talk to you about plans for, I don't know, arming, aiding, doing something to supplement the society that's left of Vogler, because that's what you fucking taught me to do. We help people, and people will always pull themselves up by their own bootstraps, but sometimes they need to find help finding boots.
He says, don't worry about that now. The people of Vogler will be able to help in any way they can. We're going to train those who wish to do so, and they will be joining our forces. You can help with that. The people of Kalaman will help with that. And one day, when this all is over, the people of Vogler will be able to go back to Vogler. And that's a promise. He says, "Now you return to your friends, just like Sir Beau. You have a long day tomorrow, you and all of them. Oh, and one more thing," and he tosses you a key. He says, "Go down to the stables."
The stables?
That's what I said, yes.
That's cool and all, but I don't have the map. I don't know where the stables are. Roland, you know this about me.
Go to the ground floor. A servant will take you there.
Okay, Uncle. Again, it's really good to see you.
He gives you one more quick hug.
This time he does make the effort to really fucking bear hug him back.
He says, "I'm too old for this." As you
Arby
squeeze
kind
the
of
life out
pulls
of his
away,
lungs.
and like Arby's piercings are coming out of his fucking mutton chops, like
Oh,
pulling
dear
a little
Lord.
bit. And Arby's just like, sorry. It's about damn time for that. Anyway, thank you, and good night.
Good night, Arby. Good night. And don't forget the stables.
I'll go right now.
So, going back down to the ground floor, do you go to the stables or do you return to your friends first?
I will go to a servant of some sort to point me to the direction to the stables, and also tell the servant to tell Heloise and Alfie that
Fair.
that I'm going to the stables, and if I do not return tonight, that they might try to find me at the what was the tavern and inn that we have it written down.
The tavern here is called the Steady Beacon.
Yeah, that I will be at the Steady Beacon if I don't return tonight.
All right. The servant tells you that he will pass along your message, which he does so, and also that it's good you found him because the path to these stables is sometimes difficult to follow. But he leads you through it. It's actually through a set of like tunnels, and because it's outside the walls of the main castle. But getting you there, you are greeted by one final old friend. Roast beef.
Roast beef.
Sorry, is he cheating on Bucket? I thought Bucket was our collective horse.
Bucket is Sir Sanders' horse. Roast beef is my horse.
Oh, I thought Bucket was kind of like a group horse in spirit kind of thing.
Is roast beast
A
a
mascot.
boy horse, or does it have a roast bussy?
I hate you.
You're done. You're done.
No, Bucket is now explicitly Bo's horse. But Roast Beef is incredibly excited to see you, having not seen you for years. Roland brings Roast Beef with him. And he's not sure why he does it. But today it's a fortuitous thing for you.
Arby is just gritting ear to ear, and his eyes actually well up a little bit because Roast Beef is Arby's old work horse that was trained to be a war horse. So it's kind of like jack of all trades, master of none situation. And Hardy and Denny used to try to ride Roast Beef, and Roast Beef wouldn't let them. And he's, combing through his mane with his fingers, and he's...
Roast Beef is digging through your pockets for sugar cubes.
I don't have any... Later.
There's some in the saddlebag outside of the stable. Roland keeps them on hand.
Okay. Then yeah, Arby would stop and try and find some and hold his hand, flat out so a horse doesn't fucking bite your fingers off because they can't see what they're eating. And he'd, pet him down his snout and just say, I don't know why Roland has you, but I'm not going to look a literal gift horse in the mouth.
Other than Roast Beef, on the wall is your saddle from the last time you were riding Roast Beef, as well as a new addition to his gear and tack, which is a set of simple leather barding.
Is it is it just leather, or is it any House Chadwick colors or night colors, or?
So it has embossed symbols and work on it. It's quite pretty. And it does have the symbol of House Chadwick on it.
Well, now they'll all know that I'm Arby House Chadwick.
But other than that, after playing with you for a few moments, Roast Beef eventually gets kind of tired and just lays back down in his stable and falls asleep.
I'll bend down and kind of make some kissy noises and be like, oh, I'll be back soon, Roast Beef. Don't you worry, I'll be back soon.
So for the rest of the night, what is everyone doing?
Bucky is probably holding Eugene's hair as he's throwing up.
I was going to say, Eugene's probably still struggling here.
So you're back at the castle.
Are they back at the castle?
That's what they said they were doing.
Have I seen you guys?
Are you all back at the castle?
Yeah, we went back.
Yeah,
I went back.
straight back.
Okay. Then yes, you walk in to Eugene throwing up into a bucket in
Puking.
the corner. Yes.
I'll give him some stomachache relief.
It's an emergency! Eloise, please! He's dying!
Eloise! Help!
Eat stomachache relief.
Eugene gobbles that thing up
D&D Pepto.
like his life depends on it.
Alright. Your stomach ache is cured. You're no longer sick.
Thank you. I feel
You're welcome, Eugene.
so much better.
Alfie's probably going to start trying to read the blue suede spellbook that he got.
All right, make me an Arcana check.
16.
So, the spells in the blue suede book are familiar to you for the most part. At least the ones you get through in the first 4 or 5 pages of the book. But it seems as if every single spell is copied slightly differently. The wording is... At first you think it's improper. But I would like you to make me one more Arcana check.
Dirty 20.
Choose a first level spell you own. Currently in your spell book.
Choose a first level spell that I currently own. How about Magic Missile?
Attempt to cast it using the version in the blue suede book.
Okay.
Oh, great.
What are you targeting with the magic missile?
Oh, even greater.
I say, Heloise, stay still.
Everyone dies.
I say absolutely not. I will not stay still.
Can I target something
Objects?
that's... Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay. Are there any like ornate suits of armor laying around, like propped up?
There's a kind of beat up set in the corner that's on a training dummy.
I would have preferred a ornate one, but that'll do.
I mean, no one's going to waste good armor on a training dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I was hoping that like in the hall or something there would just be a.
I mean, if you want to open the door, then yes. Yeah, if you open the door, there's some nice ones on the wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay. So you target one of those?
Yeah.
So you know that a normal magic missile is this bright blue set of 3 darts at its lowest in simplest form that will not miss a target. When you cast this version, you feel as if extra power is being drawn from you, extra energy is being sapped from you. But you watch as 4 purple bolts shoot out of you, each hitting the target. Boom, 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 boom. Each exploding in a brilliant purple light. Effectively, this is a first level spell slot to cast a second level version of Magic Missile.
Yeah. Interesting.
Looking through the spell book, you see that this isn't the only version of a spell that's been modified. And while you can't copy and test them out tonight, you believe that it might show improvements over the magics you've already learned and been taught.
Okay. Then I'll rest the rest of the time.
Okay.
Drink wine, sleep.
Arby, are you going back, or are you going to the tavern?
I'm going to the tavern. I just didn't want to cut off anyone else.
So reaching the tavern, it's full. I mean, it's a weekday night, but still. A large human man who tells you his name is Jessen greets you from behind the bar. He says, "What can I do for you?"
I would like a plate of, whatever's the house special. Tankard of mead if you got it. Anything else if you don't. And a room for the night if you don't mind, if there's any left.
3 still for the food, 1 for the ale, 5 for the room, but since you're getting all 3, I'll cut 1 off. I think that adds up to 8 still pieces. Is that acceptable?
It is absolutely a deal, and I'm not sure when your kitchen closes, but I'll be happy to help any way I can with washing, putting away things, putting away furniture if need be. Just let me know how I can help.
He says, "Oh, don't worry about that. You also haven't showered since the events at Vogler. You or cleaned yourself off in any significant way. You look like you've been through the 9 hells and back. Sit down, Don't literally kick up your feet, but relax, and the food and the drink will come to you.
This bar's so high, I don't know if I could.
At one of the tables,
Oh, okay.
he points you to a very cushioned corner booth. It's typically reserved for the elderly, the sick, and those who are willing to pay extra, but you get it for free today.
Arby probably doesn't have the insight to know that he would be insulted, but...
A few minutes after that, a large platter of seafood cooked in various ways: baked fish, fried clams, boiled, basted, braised, any way you can think of it. Massive tray of seafood, as well as some nice light ale.
As Arby starts to eat and drink, he's going to take in all the flavors and the smells, if he can smell anything but himself. And he's going to look around the tavern. What can he just pick up from the mood of the tavern? Is morale high? Are there lots of refugees here? Anything like that? So,
the refugees, as well as most of the poor citizens, live in the town that's outside of the walls of Kalaman. Kalaman is an older city, a much older city. And so most of the property within the walls are owned by families who have owned it for generations. The mood amongst the regular town or city folk is fairly high. There's a minstrel playing, music is going, there's a small fire because while it's spring, it's still chilly at night. The food is tasty, the smells, everything is great here. In one of the corners, there is a contingent of soldiers from the Kalaman army. Their mood is a bit more subdued. And you recognize this as soldiers who know that something is about to happen. They know that they are about to leave, or fight here, or they might not come back for a while. And while they're enjoying it, when moods die down, the moments between songs or food or rounds of ale, they all have that look on their face where they stare off into the distance and think of that. Think of those things which keep their minds at home.
Taking all that in, Arby's just going to kind of nod to himself and think, this is why we should keep doing this. So that everyone can be as carefree as the people here, that everyone can go on without worrying that their town's going to be fucking burnt down like Vogler. And he's going to give a whole steel piece to the bard and go to bed. And this time when he takes off his armor, he just kind of breaks down. It's hitting him that he's pretty much lost everything, and so has everyone else. And it's just him and 4 fucking idiots against the world. Well, 3 idiots and someone whose name he doesn't know.
Do you clean yourself off at all, or do you just sleep in the mess that is yourself right now?
He would make an attempt to, rub off any dirt or grime, but not, bathe himself before getting in bed.
A nice rest. As dawn comes, Arby, you are the first to wake. Where would you like to go after waking up?
I'm going to, not super quickly, but more than just a normal walking pace, get back to the castle, and if the soldiers are back in the tavern on watch, he's going to nod at whoever's on watch if they're there, and he's going to thank everyone who's working there if they're there, and he's going to put another steel piece, if this is a situation where there's a bar and then a counter lower than the bar on the other side, he's going to put another steel piece on the lower bar behind and just say, sorry about the sheets, it's been a rough few days, and make his way out.
I tell you that it's alright, that if you need them, come back. and the soldiers give you the nod as you leave out. Returning, Roland is already up meeting with the council. Bo is there in his new armor. He has cleaned himself up. And Roland kind of gives you the nod, like, go get the rest of them.
I'll give the nod back and go right back to being a dad like nothing happened last night.
That's what good single fathers do.
All right, idiots. Time for wakey wakies.
Also, 3 idiots.
Yeah, you're not one of the idiots. You're the person whose name he doesn't know.
Oh. I thought you meant Alfie.
I mean, Alfie's literally not an idiot, but
By Arby
anyway.
Eugene's just been twiddling his thumbs
You
because he
all
only
think
needs like
so?
a few hours of sleep, so he's just been patiently waiting.
Oh, were you waiting up for me? I'm so sorry, Eugene. And I'll give him chin scritches.
It's okay, but okay.
What happened to you? And I'll kind of like wipe away some vomit from the corners of his mouth. Eugene, are you okay?
She had a tummy ache.
Bucky and I got soup, and it was it was really bad for me. His was okay, I guess.
Did your tummy hurt? Oh god, I can't bear this.
I'm okay now. Don't worry.
He's being a very brave little boy.
Ease, did you take care of him?
Yes.
Thank you, Ease.
You're welcome, Dad.
That's so sweet of you. What? What was that?
What? Who said that?
What?
Alfie? Weird.
Alfie's snoring.
Is Alfie? I guess Alfie's not awake. I can hear that from a mile away. Anyone seen Buckaroo?
Bucky!
Bucky!
Bucky's also asleep.
I imagine that they brought you down the box one of the servants did that the armor was in, and you're just sleeping in that. It's full of straw.
Bucky's probably sleeping anywhere.
It's full of straw.
Bucky's like a toddler that just, when he's sleepy, he drops.
Take a nap.
He's like ragdolled over the sides of the crate.
I'm taking a nap now. I'm done.
I sleep right here. Bucky, wake up, Bucky.
Bucky doesn't
Okay.
wake up.
He's
Bucky.
out cold.
Pour some cold water on him.
Eugene, can you wake up your brother?
Hey, Bucky, come on! It's time to wake up. They've got food.
Soup!
Oh,
Soup!
breakfast soup.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Arby's going to basically storm into Alfie's room and start banging his sword against his shield. Alfie, wake up! Hope you're not hungover. Alfie, wake up!
I think Alfie's always hungover. That's his secret.
No, he actually didn't drink himself to sleep last night. He just drank some wine.
Impressive self-control.
The restraint on this man.
Didn't drink himself to sleep for the first night in weeks.
You went several hours without throwing a fireball at anyone as well.
I don't have a fireball spell. Heloise. You moron, Heloise. It's firebolt.
Are
He's
you
gonna
done,
look at
Alfie?
Heloise.
I guess
and
you're
look
not
over
done.
Look over at Eugene and give the thumbs over to Heloise and be like, get a load of her.
I'm gonna
firebolt.
show him my mushroom psychedelics and fake throw it at him.
Alfie screams.
What?
And then quickly regains composure.
Alfie, run! It's the bad stuff.
I will put it back satisfied.
All right, chop chop. We need to get moving. The council's waiting.
Okay, let me put my clothes on.
Same.
You hear this
Are
loud...
we all naked?
Alfie was.
Arby is
Shut up.
You hear this loud rumble from Eugene's stomach, and then he kind of dry heaves a little bit.
How? Mother trucker, dude. That are like a butt you got a stick.
I'm sorry. What?
Don't worry about it. I'm okay.
Okay.
Tummy ache.
I guess so. He's speaking complete nonsense.
Sometimes he does.
But like more than you. What's a trucker? What?
Sometimes I think he mixes in his own language into his speech.
I heard it somewhere. I don't remember. Anyway,
All right. Well,
time for breakfast soup.
Going downstairs to where the council is after you get closed on and get ready. Roland and Sub-Marshal Vendry are the only ones left at this point. And she looks to you all and says, "We have a first mission for you all, if you all are ready."
Let's have it.
There is
Okay, sorry.
a woman, well, a gnomish woman to be precise, one who tinkers, who lives but a few miles outside of the city. She makes the most wonderful, heavy emphasis there, clockwork creations, and we believe that she would be valuable to our war efforts. Can you go and make sure she returns the Kalaman safely? Preferably with as many of her clockwork...
alive.
Yes. Preferably with as many of these clockwork creations as you all can get.
Do you want to send a wagon with us?
Well, not only am I sending a wagon with you all, but...
We have Bucky.
You do have a Bucky. This is true. We are going
We
to...
also have a Eugene.
This is also true. Are you wanting me to continue talking or not?
Alfie.
Yeah.
We have a Bucky.
We already told him that, Bucky.
Oh,
Can I finish?
Yes.
Any of you who do not have your own mount and can ride one, we would like to extend the offer of a horse or some other mount. Looking at you, Bucky, she says a pony perhaps, or some other smaller
do
creature.
you
A goat.
maybe do you have a large, a very big horse?
Not
That
for a
one's
little
mine.
person like you. Maybe something
Why?
more
I
form-fitting,
just-
like a pony or a dog or a particularly
A
large
goat.
goat.
Maybe a rhinoceros?
A rhinoceros what?
Oh, good lord.
Oh,
Is that a breed of dog?
I think he met one of those
Maybe.
in the Feywild.
Is it?
We have this
Harry
turtle.
and-
Can we ride the turtle yet?
perhaps a
No.
bulldozer?
The turtle is not rideable.
Damn, one day.
One day, when we're dead.
Do any of you all have last-minute preparations before setting out to retrieve this gnomish tinker woman?
No.
Do I have a mount at this point?
You've been offered one, and they're down in the stables if you all want to go get them.
Ooh, well, let's go to the
I'll
Yeah,
let
do we get to
Stables.
pick them out?
Out of the options they have, yes.
Okay, cool. First dibs. I'm running down there.
No, that's
I-
not how this works.
I grab Arby's hand. We're running down there.
I have a lot of
Versus-
armor. I'm going to trip.
Arby is the only one who knows how to get to the stables.
Thank God I took Arby then.
Ease, it's the other way. No, it's back there. We went the wrong way. There's like tunnels and shit. It's not. Where are you going? This is like towards the bay. What?
Take me, Arby, first dibs.
Well, then you have to let me lead, Ease.
Then go, first dibs.
I just dig my heels into the ground and stop her. It's this way.
Okay.
Is everyone else coming behind, or?
No.
I feel like Bucky knew the way.
I just had a feeling that my character...
I think he's a smart guy and would know where the horses are.
So other than Alfie, who doesn't go, Bucky will be the last one to get there.
Oh.
Now, Steven, did you give me the phantom horse or phantom steed so I can go ahead and cast that, even though it's third?
You cannot
Or do you want me to wait until third? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I am not riding a horse because I can't ride a horse.
But you can drive the wagon.
You can ride in the cart, though.
I'm going to be in a wagon. Yeah.
Yes.
We could get
Arby
a
and
sidecar wagon.
so Heloise, other
You
than
can ride shotgun on my whatever I do.
on the alligator you choose.
Oh no,
He
it's
can be
death
on
rolling. Oh no.
You can be on the tail.
So other than Bucket and roast beef, which are both off limits, what animal would you like to choose there, Heloise?
What animals are there?
Roll me a
what are my
perception
options?
check and I'll tell you what you see.
Probably like a fly.
It's the weirdest thing. That clam survived at Vogler.
Oh, hey. Dirty 20.
Ooh. You see all of the animals available.
Yay.
There are 6 or 7 different horses of various colors and breeds. Clydesdales, Appaloosas, painted horses, Mustangs, an Arabian even. There's a couple of mules. A very old looking donkey. A number of dogs.
Does the donkey look sad?
The donkey looks very sad. Taking a closer look at it, you realize that its tail is pinned onto it. It is not its actual tail.
Oh, why did they do that?
Is there a yellow bear with only a t-shirt on?
No, that
And
would
then
be
the donkey
ridiculous.
looks up at
A tiny
Heloise and
little
says,
pig?
the donkey looks up at Heloise and says, "It sure would be nice if you picked me."
There is,
But I
however, a
feel like-
full-grown sow, like a 800-pound female pig.
But I just feel like the donkey would be under a lot of stress going with this.
The donkey does have a nameplate.
What's its name? Eeyore?
Ore. O-R-E-E.
You're done. You're done. I think Heloise would pick a Clydesdale horse. That seems very Heloise.
Yeah, she would.
All right. The Clydesdale is yours, and it's yours to name as you please.
Okay,
It
I'll
has a
think
name, but
about
you
it.
can rename it.
Oh, what's its name?
Big Jim.
Wait, it's a boy horse?
It is. All these
Well, that's
horses are
kinda-
stallions.
Ugh.
Except the Arabian.
Nah, it's not Heloise's style. Okay, I'll think about a name. Big Jim can't fly. Makes me a little
Well,
uncomfy.
of course he can.
That's its
He's not
full
a
name.
Pegasus.
It's like racehorse names. Its name is now Big Jim Can't Fly.
I want to ride Go the Distance.
Eugene, you're up next.
Let's see. Do I need to roll?
You see them
what I
all
see,
now.
or-
I imagine you just followed Heloise around to look at all of them.
I don't know. Pick what's going to be my sturdiest option here. It's got to be able to hang in there.
The Clydesdale was definitely the sturdiest. An Appaloosa or a Mustang or a Paint would probably be your next best option.
I'm going to take the Mustang.
The Mustang's
would.
name is Shelby.
Can I name it?
You can do whatever you please.
Yes.
Guys, his name's Jeff.
I was kind of expecting you to go. His name is Big Jim.
I thought that's what he was gonna say too.
No, his name is Jeff.
His name is Jeff.
That's right.
Billy finally stumbles in. Billy, which of the mounts
Me.
would you like? Bucky. Sorry,
I'm there,
Bucky
too.
finally stumbles in. What mount would Bucky like?
Can I roll animal handling to see which one likes me the most?
You can.
7.
It is the 800-pound she-hog.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Her
She's
name
my new best
is
friend.
Piginator, destroyer of piglets.
I don't think I can say that in Bucky's accent.
Her name is Jeff.
I really thought you were going to say that roast beef likes him best. Oh, God.
What did you name it?
I said Piginator.
Wait, no. Baconator. Baconator.
There we go. Now that's a name.
Make a who what?
I'm gonna rename Big Jim Mushroom.
Is that for the mushroom-shaped birthmark on its hindquarter?
Yep.
He sounds like a fun guy.
His legal name is Big Jim.
Big Jim can't fly mushrooms.
He can't fly until the mushrooms.
That's his government name. He doesn't like to use that.
Why are you dead naming this horse?
Did you ask the horse what it wanted to be named?
Yeah.
Didn't even roll animal handling.
So, Bucky, just because Baconator likes you the most doesn't mean that you have to choose Baconator.
No, it does mean I have to choose Bacon.
The servant.
Baconator also chose me.
Can you get some armor for your pig?
The
Now
Can I
servant-
get a
that we
step
can
stool?
ride it into battle.
So, they bring you a step stool, some saddlebags which have been hastily extended to fit this 800-pound she pig,
Had to
A
let out the
saddlebag
seams of
with
a
it.
saddlebag.
bridle bits, all that thing. And then they bring you a wooden barrel which they've cut in half and strapped together with some leather straps and says, this should be good enough armor.
Excellent.
Oh, as well as a small tin bucket to put on the she-pig's head.
Okay, I'm gonna take my lasso out.
You
Let's
just,
go!
do you whip the she-pig? Do you whip Baconator?
No, I just make the sound. I don't hit. I'm not gonna hit Baconator.
Roll me an animal handling check real quick for this one. Since you
Okay.
spooked her.
Oops, that pig.
22.
Oh.
Thankfully, she doesn't flop over on her side, crushing you.
How fortunate.
She does instead bound off through the tunnels,
Oh,
squealing
fuck.
as she goes.
Yahoo!
Wait, says the servant. You forgot your lance. It's just a broken off broom.
I feel like they're mocking him now.
It's a broom with a
Baconator.
The bristle part of the broom is
He's gonna
intact.
use a lance.
The bristle part of the broom is intact. It's the other end of the broom that's broken and sharp. Otherwise, the servant says, well, you can take a couple of the mules. They'll be able to pull your cart for you. Do you need anything else while you're down here? For Eugene and Heloise, I should let you know that each horse comes with a week's worth of feed, all the barding, which is studded leather barding, tack, all the normal horse stuff, saddles, and the like.
Cool.
Guys, where the fuck is Alfie?
He was probably mad I called first dibs. He was jealous.
I feel like that's probably not what happened.
Are you saying I don't read people good?
The closer you are to something, the harder it is to see the whole picture, that's all. But seriously, where the fuck is Alfie?
Eugene, where's Alfie?
I don't know. He kind of stood there and didn't move, so I just left him.
Also, now where the fuck is Bucky?
Oh no. Alright.
Oh,
Eugene, go fetch Bucky. I'll go fetch Alfie.
Bucky!
Oh, there's no way this could go wrong. While they're doing that, Arby's fixing up the cart and the mules, and he's fashioning a breakaway knot to make roast beef kind of the lead horse for the mules. That way no one has to drive the cart, because he knows that's going to go to shit if we try that.
Very fair, very smart of you. Eugene, you find Bucky and Baconator about halfway through the tunnels, and you're able to gently lead them back to the exit.
Bucky, this way!
Yeah.
Heloise, you find Alfie where you left him, waiting for the cart.
I believe we are leaving from the stables. Come along. Come along, young Alfie.
And I'm waiting for the cart.
Here, right here?
Yes.
We're not coming here. We're leaving from there.
You asked them?
No.
About this point, Baconator pops out the tunnel. Bucky on top, Eugene behind.
It took me a minute to figure out, but she had the zoomies. I just figured it out. I'm learning.
Baconator is barreling toward Alfie.
I'm still learning how to make it to stop, but soon.
Please tell me Baconator fucking kills Alfie.
Alfie, make me a dexterity saving throw to avoid getting ran over by the 800-pound she pig.
Baconator gonna do you in.
Oh.
What'd you get?
8.
You get grazed by Baconator. You don't take damage, but you do fall over.
Okay. His first instinct was to cast Firebolt on Baconator, but since it's Bucky's mount, he won't. Fuck you.
Olé!
As soon as the pig stands still, I'm going to go up and put my fingers in front of it, flip it off.
What's your AC? 9?
Fuck you, little pig.
Your AC is 9,
motherfucker.
right?
Fuck
Yes.
you, pig.
It mangles your finger. Just one of them.
Okay, do I take any damage from that?
You do take 3 damage, yes.
Okay.
Damn.
Cunt pig.
Hope there aren't any repercussions later for your spell casting.
I still have 9 good fingers, I guess.
Eugene,
And this
do
one will
you
heal.
do you happen to have
Eugene,
some
come
healing
here.
salve?
I mean, I believe he could.
Fix my finger.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's
Pull his finger, Eugene. Pull his finger.
hit him with the old cure wounds. Use one of them here.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Eugene.
We will never survive this mission. We're already using healing spells.
All right, what we get? That is.
I've always pictured anything Eugene does is just throwing clumps of dirt and mud at things.
Eugene is just rubbing spit in his hands, rubbing it together, and he's gonna
Well,
put it
he
on.
got a 4, so
Hey, you're fully healed.
All right, back to normal. Thanks,
Baconator
Eugene.
is now bloodlusted for human flesh, though.
oh, it's Christ.
Great.
That's good.
Eventually,
Not have
Things
it any
couldn't
other
take
way.
a turn.
eventually, Arby comes out of the tunnels and through to the front door with the mules, the cart, and roast beef in tow. Or leading, actually. But everyone ready to continue on your trip? Or to start your
Get
trip?
in, losers. We're going on an escort mission.
Can I rename my pig again?
What would you like to name the pig?
Can I call it your mom?
Oh my God, Bucky.
Boo. Boo.
Boo.
Boo.
We're all going to die now.
Do you have many of those what you call a blazer? I put it on the pig
Huh?
What?
I hate it here.
to brand it, maybe.
You want to brand the pig?
Fuck you, Billy.
With a blazer?
I want to brand it. Brand my brand. You know, like how on a cow you can brand a cow.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't tell if all of those or not.
Why don't you start by, while we're on the road, you can just kind of delicately chisel your name into the wooden armor of the pig.
That does sound like a nicer
very
option.
smart.
That was very gracious of you to call it armor when it really is just a barrel.
Arby doesn't want to offend the pig. Arby has gone hunting in rich, fertile woods and knows what can happen.
Alfie
Thankfully,
says, "May we go now?"
Is Alfie in his little sidecar?
Yes, we've been waiting on you.
It
Yeah,
seems like
Alfie.
we've been talking about a pig.
Would you like to get in the cart now, Alfie?
I would.
Then get in the fucking cart, Alfie.
I get in the fucking cart, Arby.
Hey, me and your mom will lead the way.
Oh my gosh.
so
It's funnier when used in that context.
setting off from the city of Kalaman, the journey to the Tinker's hut is fairly uneventful. The flat lands give way to rolling hills, give way to some forest and more hills. Eventually, on a hill before you stands an unusual structure that resembles both a cottage and a metal fortress. The building is
Goals.
covered with steaming pipes and whirling devices, and is currently under siege. Amid the clanking metal contraptions, goblins try to breach the structure, stopped by odd clockwork gadgets that spin, snap, and thrash in the yard. Every few moments, a gnome appears from an open clock face above the front door and hucks a new one at the would-be attackers, cackling and yelling insults.
Is she Scottish?
If I could do a Scottish accent, she would be.
Amazing.
Go
Is
ahead.
this- is
Give
this-
us your best Scottish accent.
No, you can do that. You don't know until you try it.
No, Steven,
I
it's
am
yes
trying.
and.
This is not your improv group.
No, the official go. The official go.
Steven's been DMing for years. I think he knows that he can't do it.
Laddies. It's awesome.
Worth it.
It's also not for polite company if anyone here speaks Gnomish.
I do.
You blush. You are blushing at the words this woman is saying.
Am I though?
It would make the most hardened of sailors blush.
I was a criminal.
Maybe you aren't. Anyone else would.
Arby draws his sword and says, Is this what they call cottage core? Are we dealing with cottage core?
On that,
Mushroom nays in the affirmative.
I would like everyone to go ahead and roll me initiative on that one.
9.
19.
18.
16.
Oh, do we have a 17? A 17?
Me and your mom aren't that fast.
I'm glad you're taking it slow with my mom.
It's a 26 for Eugene.
Oh,
Jesus.
well, Eugene, you're good to go. Whenever you're ready.
Now
Before
Jeff has
you,
the
you
zoomies.
see 10 regular goblins being led by a hobgoblin leader who seems to be wearing black armor. An armor you recognize at this point.
I have a feeling that the armor is it's going to be a little tough, so we're going to try and take care of some of the henchmen. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot a shot at one of them in the back.
All right. Unaware of your presence, you do get initiative on this, or advantage on this attack.
Sweet. All right, so this is... There's the brick. Let's see, 15 on the first one. And yeah, we're going with 15.
All right. That is...
The other wasn't that one.
a hit.
Hey. All right, and then 6 damage.
The goblin you shot at tumbles over, stands back up, and then turns around. It is nearly dead, but has enough life in it to scream. Anyone here know goblin?
Yes.
Fresh meat! Is what it screams in goblin.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
There we go.
It then begins to cough up copious amounts of blood, but that's neither here nor there.
And before we finish mine, I'm going to go ahead and cast Zephyr Strike to be ready for next turn.
Eugene now has the zoomies.
Zoomy, zoomy, zoomy.
Like a cat?
Oh,
Like a cat at 3 a.m.
Would you look at that? Where are you, Trey? Where are you going? No.
He got the zoomies.
Trey has the zoomies.
I think we have to cut that out because no one will know what just happened.
Yeah.
Arby, whenever
No,
you're
they
ready.
can figure it out.
Context clues.
How far away are they?
From where you currently stand, they're about 25 feet away from you.
From high up on my motherfucking horse, would I be able to hit the normal goblins?
If you leaned out your saddle a little bit, probably.
Okay. Arby is just going to try and like ram through all of them and like knock as many down as he can.
So more of a trample.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll make the roll for roast beef. Rushing through, you are able, thanks to roast beef, to knock 4 of them down, trampling one underhoof to the point where it doesn't get back up.
I've missed you, roast beef.
Nay!
You sound much different now, roast beef.
Nay, nay, nay.
I'm kind of into it.
You come to a stop near the entrance to the Clockwork House.
Arby draws his sword, and I don't assume I have an attack to make. I feel like that was probably it.
You do, actually.
Oh shit. Am I next to any of them? Am I within striking distance?
You are near one of them that you've knocked over. I'm not sure if you could make the attack easily, so you would have disadvantage on it.
Okay. I've got javelins. Can I just kind of throw it fucking down right into him?
You sure can.
Nice. That's a 22.
Roll damage.
8.
There was a goblin alive at your feet. Now there's not.
In my head, I have roast beef kind of rearing back and kind of turning the other way to face everyone we just knocked down, and Arby shouts, "Hello, we're here to help. Hello." And that'll be Arby's turn.
In common, you hear, "Piss off, I got it myself."
Hey, all right.
We're kind of doing a good job, though.
I would like Heloise to tell me what she is doing.
Is the one that says the meat's here? Is he still living?
Fresh meat.
Fresh meat.
That goblin is
still
still
kicking?
alive. Barely.
All right, I'm shooting him. I'm finishing him off.
Oh, now you're trying to kill people.
Nat 20. What do you mean now I'm trying to kill people?
The last few people you've tried to not kill, you have killed.
That's fair.
Anyway,
Yeah,
how
you're
would
not
you
very
like?
good at not killing people, Heloise.
How would you like to kill this goblin?
It's a great question.
Hopefully, you have a great answer.
I don't really. Just kind of, the story of my life. I think I would like to kind of run at him, shoot, and jump on top of him somehow, with my leg up. So I kind of stand on top of him dramatically.
Okay.
Just to intimidate the other goblins.
Make me an intimidation check.
Oh, that seems unfair.
Wait, are you vaulting off your fucking horse?
Oh yeah, I'm on a horse, aren't I? Scratch all of that, I guess.
No,
No,
keep
I
going.
meant to it.
You
Okay. I can
What'd you
still do
get?
it.
What'd you get in your intimidation check?
18, 19, 22.
So standing up in the saddle as your horse runs into the fray, you let loose an arrow at the same time. You kick out of the stirrups, jump, kick your foot into the face of the goblin as it begins to fall, standing on its shoulder. All the goblins, save the hobgoblin, look at you, soil themselves, and begin to run.
Yeah, that's
God.
right. I did that.
What's that?
You're welcome.
Alfie, did you cast prestidigitation again?
That's all natural, baby.
Bucky, how would you like to help clear up the mess?
Can I do a double bonus action instead of an action and bonus action?
What are they?
Rage, and I'd like to use my Kender taunt.
I'll let you do that.
Okay, let me rage first. Okay. I got the magical. My weapon is I can throw it, and it does force damage. But I'm not attacking, but just so we know. And I'd like to use my taunt on the big old hobgoblin. And I want to run. I want to do the same thing. I want to follow Arby's lead and roll through him.
Okay. I'll make
He's
I'll
learned
make
this. I'm gonna taunt this guy by saying, "Look at how I'm raising your mom."
Oh my god.
Can you read?
And I'm gonna slap the pig's ass as I'm going through.
Can you read me the description for the kinder taunt?
Yeah, okay, sure. As a bonus action, you can unleash a string of provoking words at a creature within 60 feet of you that can hear and understand you. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw DC 12, or it has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you until the start of your next turn.
Well, I would like to let you know that it failed.
Let's go.
And then your mom, with all of her weight jiggling as fast as she can go,
That's what I'm saying.
headbutts the hobgoblin, knocking it to its feet and bloodying
Bozo.
it.
That's it for me.
Jesus.
It is the goblin's attempt. All the regular goblins, of which there are still 8 alive, will run for the hills in different directions, screaming. The hobgoblin will stand back up and kick your mom in the face. Missing terribly and slipping again. With that, we'll move on to Alfie. All that remains is the hobgoblin,
Second level magic missile on the hobgoblin.
which functions as a 3rd level.
Okay, so I'll do 5
Yes.
dice.
You basically have a permanent upcast on your magic missile.
Okay, cool. How many is that? It's 4.
14.
No, I mean it's 4 total. So, 19 damage.
19 damage. The hobgoblin, flat on its back, gets pushed into one of the stone walls surrounding the house, hitting its head and dying of shame.
That's how I'm gonna go.
What part was the most shameful, though?
Probably standing back up, trying to kick the pig in the face,
Yeah.
and then falling flat on its
Giant
ass
pig.
again.
He just had he was trying to go unconscious and fall asleep, but that kept him up and that killed him.
I would like someone now to roll me a d6.
Someone else do it. I'm unlucky.
I got it. D6. 5.
Unfortunately, all this happened so quickly that the gnome in the tower cannot stop what she is doing, and you watch as a clockwork chicken flies out of the window toward the hobgoblin, and as it does so, it drops not 1, not 2, but 5 mechanical eggs that explode when they hit the ground. In its way is your mom,
Oh no.
Ducky,
No.
She's so huge, she can't get out the way!
and Arby, who's on the back of roast beef. I would like each of you to make me dexterity saving throws.
23.
Hold on.
I'm in tune with your mom.
I fucking hate it here. Okay, so I'm gonna use my Shieldmaster reaction and make that a 16.
Well, both of you save, thankfully. Pop, 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 pop. Small little pops like firecrackers go off. They're not really harmful, but they would have covered you in a nasty smelling oil, which you couldn't get off without actual soap and water.
Did you say soup?
Soup and water. Yes.
Ooh, super water.
Everyone does, however, smell rotten eggs in the area.
Is that
Gross.
Eugene?
No, it's the egg.
Is this what all this goblin shit smells like naturally? What's wrong? They need a better diet.
From the window, the small gnome introduces herself as Rookledust, Tatiana Rookledust. Sorry about
Come
the
on, Miss,
eggs.
Be more careful, Miss Rickeldasta. You almost attacked your mom.
My what?
Your mom.
I yelled, that's his pig's name.
Oh,
Hello, I'm Arby, House Chadwick.
I'm Rookledust of my own house, which you're standing in or near.
It's lovely. I really like it.
Thank you.
I yell, he's lying. He's a liar.
I'm not lying. I didn't even make a deception roll.
What can I do for y'all?
We need you and your toys.
They're not toys, they're clockwork contraptions.
Okay, we need you and your clockwork contraptions.
The city of Kalaman sent us.
Why do they want me?
Well, you see these goblin fucks we kind of destroyed. There's a lot more, and there's a lot worse things, and they're all kind of banding together, and it's really fucking awful. And it's a really long story that I don't really want to shout.
That's fair. Let me get my stuff.
Thank you. Much obliged.
About an hour later, she comes downstairs with 7-8 suitcases full of things and being followed, much like the Pied Piper, by a menagerie of walking contraptions.
In that time, can the pig be eating the goblin bodies?
Of course.
Okay.
Are you all just going to allow your mom to eat the goblins?
Yeah.
If that's what your mom wants to do.
Your mom is a hungry bitch. Let me tell you that right now.
Once down there, Rookledust does thank you all for the help and says that was fortuitous timing. These goblins have been buying things from me for weeks, and when I wouldn't turn over any more of my contraptions, they became very irate and began to attack me.
Oh, that isn't good at all. I hate to impose more than, Kalaman already is, but if you are indeed coming along with us, do you think perhaps you have some sort of, I don't know, invoices or ledgers of all the things you sold them? It might come in handy in the war effort.
Well, most of the things I was going to sell them, that I made for them, I just used to attack them. They didn't get those.
I like you already.
They did buy one of my weed clearing devices from me.
A dragon.
They did
Fire
ask me to make it look like a
breathing
dragon, yes.
Dragon.
Yes, that. They
We
did
killed
ask
the
me
goblins in that one.
I can only assume they were using it as some kind of weapon.
It
At the
kind of
time-
burned down the city of Vogler.
No biggie.
Did the people get out?
Yes, we did see
A
to
lot of
the safety and escort of at least all of the civilians. We lost, unfortunately, many in the battle itself.
Can we maybe keep that fact secret that I built the weed killer that killed some of them? Not to those who need to know, but I'd rather not have 400 angry, 500, 600, however many hundred angry townsfolk trying to murder me.
You stay on our good side and we won't tell.
Alfie.
Let elbow Alfie.
Well, you
Ow.
see,
Why would you elbow me?
the human who came with these goblins didn't tell me it was for a weapon. When they ordered it, they simply told me they found my designs interesting, that they liked what I was doing.
I'm
It's always how they
sorry.
get you.
You
It
said
was-
a human?
Yes. Tall, dark hair, female, wearing black armor with red indentions on it, Very stylish.
Interesting.
It wasn't until one of the goblins who came to pick it up this time mentioned that they were going to be used as weapons that I wouldn't give it to them, and that's when they attacked. Rookle Dust looks down very solemnly and says, I would have never gave them the brush clearer if I had known that's what they were going to use it for.
Oh, I don't think that's a problem at all. I mean, it's a problem for those of us dealing with it, but I don't think it's like a moral quandary. I think your own guilt is penance enough, but look, if you would like to make up for it, I really think we should get back to Kalaman and, get that whole conversation with their war council underway, and we have a cart. We can load up your things.
Of course. Oh, one more thing. She runs back inside and comes back a few moments later with a device nearly as large as she is. She says, This is my newest invention, and you might be able to use this.
What does it do?
Me personally, or?
Well, anyone here, really. If you bring it with you in a cart or leave it somewhere safe, if someone talks into this end, and she holds up a small box a circular box connected to the machine, the person on the other side of this, and she hands the same box but not attached to the machine to one of you all, they can talk to each other for miles and miles and miles. Well, I would think that if you had it in Kalaman, you could probably talk to someone all the way out here at my house.
That is fascinating. Alfie, do you know anything about this?
Doesn't seem like it's magic.
Make an Arcana check.
22.
While you're familiar with magics that allow people to talk over far distances, this seems more like gnomish tinkering that has incorporated some of those same magical principles.
Okay, so it kind of seems like magic, but with gnomes.
Yes, it's very much like the message spell you used earlier, but using gnomish magical technology to extend the distance for a order of magnitude further than your message spell can reach. We're talking almost 20
Arby.
miles.
My spell that allows me to send people messages in their mind, they took that type of spell and they amplified it.
That is simply fascinating. Do you prefer Tatiana or Rookle Dust? What sort of honorific do we provide?
You can just call me Rook.
Oh, Rook, I love that. That is phenomenal, Rook. I'm sure we'll be able to use this to great extent in, our coordination and war effort. But anyway, are you prepared to leave? Do you need anything else?
I'm ready if you all are. But I do imagine I won't be coming back for a while. So if you all would like to search the house, maybe don't take the pictures or the small wooden carvings or the knickknacks, but if you find anything in there useful, feel free to take it. I won't be coming back, I feel, in fear for a while.
Alright. Alfie jumps down and goes in.
Can I search? You have anything special for me or your mom?
Like I said, you're more than welcome to search.
But I see your house. You might know already if it's a nice thing for me.
I yell from the door, Bucky, just come look.
Okay. I think I go look on my own then.
Oh, okay. Could everyone here make me... Actually, roll me D100 checks.
I always forget how to do that.
64.
79.
Alright, give them to me
74.
one at a time.
Nope, all at once.
64 was Bucky.
Can I convert that to a 69?
No, you cannot. 74 was Alfie.
Arby.
Alfie had a 79.
Yep.
Heloise
48.
and Eugene.
33.
All right. In your searches, Bucky, you find with the 64 a barrier tattoo vial of ink. It's magical ink you tattoo on your body, and it gives you a special ability.
How many tattoos would this make?
Exactly one.
Okay, just
How
the
big?
uncommon version.
Back tattoo, ankle
It is.
tattoo, behind the ear tattoo.
Yeah, it's a tramp stamp.
Very nice. Very nice.
It just says your mom.
Can I put the tramp stamp on your mom?
If you wish, once we get back into town. And
All right.
you all are more than welcome to trade these items.
You wanted a brand.
Arby, you find a bottle of Boundless coffee. It's a cup that has the word Abominable Snowman on it that never runs out of coffee.
I need that in real life.
Fuck you, Steven.
Alfie, you find
Yes.
a clockwork amulet
Okay.
which allows you to, instead of rolling a d20, take a 10 on that roll once per day.
Okay.
Heloise, you find a bag of dust.
Awesome.
It's dust of sneezing and choking. You throw it on someone, and they're incapacitated and begin to suffocate if they fail their save.
This is the most perfect thing I've ever received.
And for our special boy Eugene,
That's right.
you find a stone. Roll me a d20, and do you want odds or evens?
Odds.
Okay.
Here comes the rock. Dang it! I got 12.
You find a stone of ill luck. It's like a stone of good luck, but it gives you a -2 to all ability checks and saving throws, and you cannot get rid of the stone unless you have certain magical means.
Wow, you found a winner. What you call this stone, Eugene?
I don't know. It's it looks kind
What's it do?
of. I don't. It's well.
It's very shiny.
Oh,
Oh,
it's pretty. But it makes me feel funny. I feel a little teeny.
oh, so you're a little comedian with this stone, huh?
Well,
My man.
does your mom like it?
I think, is it a big stone? I can't tell from on top of your mom.
Do you show your mom the stone?
I show your mom the stone.
Your mom eats the stone.
Oh, shit.
Swallows it whole.
We can get it
All
back.
right,
to
yeah,
Eugene.
you'll get it out the other end.
Seems it's a perfect length for your mom, huh?
She really likes it a lot.
Very nice.
Shiny enough.
Well, I apologize for your mom eating it. I give you my tattoo.
It's okay. That one's yours.
Oh,
You all safely and successfully return Rookle Dust back to the town, or back to the city of Kalaman. For your bravery and for the recovery of Rookle Dust and all of her clockwork machines, you all are given 200 steel pieces as a reward.
each or
Each.
each? Oh shit.
Did you say 200?
200. You all are also informed that your quarters in the ballroom have been cleaned up while you're gone. And that you all now have access to the library here in Kalaman for any research purposes.
Okay.
As well as the full attention of the local Goodly Wizard and any of the experts in the town from any of the guilds that you may need to contact. And I can give you a list of their professions if you'd like that right now.
Yes.
That would be great.
So I can forget it later.
Would you like to write it down?
What is this?
That would
I
be
have
too
to-
sensical.
That's ridiculous.
Make too much sense.
How can I? Why would I do that when I can ask you next session?
You know, that's fair.
Can I also spend the time to tattoo Bucky's name on your mom?
You can.
Okay.
Right on the ass.
And then I want to put a heart over the ass.
You can.
Can I also make it like a warning for use by Bucky Honeyberry only?
Whatever you would like to do, Bucky.
Okay.
Roland will tell you all that he is waiting for scouts to come back with information, that you all have a few days before they are set to return, and that when they do, he will send messengers out for each of you if you're not in the castle, otherwise he will come get you himself.
Okay.
With that, I would like to thank everyone and let everyone know that they have received a level up.
Woo!
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, dude. Give me that crown. You all know what this means, right?
No. Fireball?
Fireball.
Oh, God.
Hate it here.
Where is Fireball? There it is.
Can we just not?
Your
Can we
mom's
not?
going to die in a fire.
Oh no.
Hey everyone, DM Steven here. We just wanted to say thank you from the entire High Anxiety crew for tuning in this week. If you like what we're doing and want to see more in the future, subscribe to the podcast, give us a follow on social media, and check out the individual projects of our members. All links will be in the show notes below.